What up, guys? Your boy, Mr. Downtown Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Wednesday, January 23rd, 2019, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. The upcoming Cats movie will feature Taylor Swift as the character Bombalurina. The 29-year-old singer confirmed the news Tuesday by sharing a photo from the set of Tom Hooper's big screen adaptation of Andrew Lloyd Webber's musical. The picture shows Swift snapping a selfie outside her dressing room on the Cats set. The door features a nameplate reading Bombalurina. Swift captioned the post, "Meow." Deadline reported Swift's involvement with Cats in July. Webber gave a hint about the singer's character in an interview with Vulture in September. The composer said of Swift, she is going to play one or the other of the McCavity girls. He also added, well, basically Tom Hooper thought it was a really good idea, and of course she loved cats, referencing to the star's beloved pets. I haven't met her, so I'm looking forward to meeting her and seeing her at work. Swift will join Jennifer Hudson, who plays Grisabella. James Corden will play Bustopher Jones, with Ian McKellen as Gusta Theater Cat, Idris Elba as McCavity, Rebel Wilson as Jenny Annie Dots, and Jason Derulo as Rum Tum Tugger. Cats is based on the T.S. Eliot book Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats. Webber's musical opened on the West End in 1981 and debuted on Broadway the next year. Michael Gandolfini, the son of late Emmy winner James Gandolfini, is set to star in the Sopranos prequel, The Many Saints of Newark, New Line Cinema announced Tuesday. New Line Cinema tweeted, Sopranos prequel film finds young Tony, Michael Gandolfini, is chipped off old block. Gandolfini, who's 19, will play the younger version of Tony Soprano in the upcoming film, which is set in the 1960s. Gandolfini's father played Tony as a middle-aged New Jersey mob boss from 1999 to 2007 on The Sopranos. Deadline said the filmmakers auditioned numerous actors for the role of young Tony in Saints before deciding Gandolfini, who looks and acts much like his dad, was perfect for the part. The younger Gandolfini had previously appeared in the HBO series The Deuce and the 2018 movie Ocean's 8. Gandolfini said in a statement to Variety, "It's a profound honor to continue my dad's legacy while stepping into the shoes of a young Tony Soprano. I'm thrilled that I'm going to have the opportunity to work with David Chase and the incredible company of talent he has assembled for the Many Saints of Newark." Alan Taylor is directing the movie, which was written by Sopranos creator Chase and Lawrence Koner. The cast will also include John Berthenol, Billy Megginson, Vera Farmiga, Corey Stoll, and Alessandro Novilla. James Gandolfini died of a heart attack at the age of 51 while vacationing with his son in Rome, Italy on June 20 of 2013. Gillian Anderson will reportedly play former British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher on The Crown. The Hollywood Report confirmed Monday the 50-year-old actress is poised to portray Thatcher in Season 4 of the Netflix series. Sources said Anderson's deal has been in the works since April, but is not officially closed. Season 4 will focus on Thatcher and Princess Diana, although it's unclear if Anderson will also appear in Season 3. Deadline said Sunday that viewers will likely have to wait to see Anderson in Season 4, which is expected to take place in the 1970s. Thatcher served as a British Prime Minister from 1979 to 1990. The Sunday Times also reported Anderson will play Thatcher, nicknamed the Iron Lady, in the 4th season. The Crown, which follows the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, will feature new actors in Season 3 as the show's timeline progresses. Olivia Colman will replace Claire Foy as Elizabeth, with Tobias Menzies to assume the role of Prince Philip from Matt Smith. Anderson is best known for playing Dana Scully on the Fox series The X-Files. Syfy has renewed its supernatural series The Magicians for a 5th season. The show's Twitter account said Tuesday, not only are #The Magicians back tomorrow at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, they'll also be back for Season 5. The adaptation of the Lev Grossman series of young adult family fantasy books, The Magicians take place at the fictional Breaksbills University, which specializes in magic. Its cast includes Jason Ralph, Stella Mavi, Olivia Taylor-Dudley, and Arjun Gupta. Season 4 is to premiere on Wednesday. Chris Brown has been released from police custody in Paris without being charged of a crime. The singer and two other men were released Monday night following questioning by Paris police, the BBC reported, citing the Paris prosecutor's office. Brown had been detained early Monday after a woman said she had been raped by the singer earlier in January at the Mandarin Oriental Hotel after she met the singer at the club La Crystal. Following his release, Brown took to Instagram to profess his innocence. He wrote in capital letters, "I want to make it perfectly clear this is false." He added that the allegations are disrespectful and against his character and morals. Brown was arrested in Florida for an outstanding warrant for felony battery in July. He was released on a $2,000 bail. Brown previously faced a felony conviction for assaulting his then girlfriend Rihanna in 2009 and was charged with misdemeanor assault in Washington, D.C. in 2013. He was arrested at his home in Los Angeles in 2016 for alleged assault with a deadly weapon. Victoria Beckham is launching a new collection with footwear and apparel company Reebok. The 44-year-old British designer released Season 2 of her Reebok Times Victoria Beckham athletic wear line Tuesday in New York. Beckham shared a pair of photos on Instagram of herself wearing a black sports bra and leggings with trainers from her collection. She captioned one post, "Good morning, New York. So excited to launch my at Reebok collection today, wearing the Reebok Times Victoria Beckham crop tops, leggings, trainers, and cap." She also wrote alongside the other picture, "Launch day, morning workout in my new at Reebok Times Victoria Beckham's crop top leggings, Bolton Low trainers available in March, and cap." Hashtag VB. The former Spice Girls singer told Vogue she waited for the right partnership before designing her first pair of sneakers. She said, "Every time I launch something new, it's because it's something I want in my life. I've wanted to put a trainer in my collection for a long, long time, but it's something that's very specialized. I had to do it with a brand that had the technical experience and the know-how." Beckham says her new collection, which includes sports bras, leggings, hoodies, and other items, is both functional and fashionable. The star says, "I expect a lot out of my workout clothing, but I also expect it to be able to carry me from the gym throughout the day. It's hard to find things that feel cool and not too muzzy. This has a strong fashion edge. I can't wait to start wearing it." Beckham released her first Reebok Times Victoria Beckham collection in July. Tom Arnold is calling quits with his wife. The 59-year-old actor and comedian confirmed his separation from Ashley Grossman in a statement Tuesday to People after 9 years of marriage. He told the magazine, "It's not super fun, but it's okay. It's the right thing. We tried to make it work. It wasn't a big dramatic thing. It wasn't all of a sudden. We definitely grew apart. It's been a rough couple of years." Arnold and Grossman married in November 2009 and are the parents of two children, 5-year-old son Jax Copeland and 3-year-old daughter Quinn Sophie. Arnold says, "Because I'm a father and generally have the best life I've ever had, and I'm so grateful to Ashley because I would not be a father if it not for her. We had many good years together." The former Best Damn Sports Show period host told Us Weekly Grossman recently moved out of their home. The star said of the split, "It's a long time coming. I've had many good years. I have my children because of my wife." He added of Grossman, "She has one life. I kept saying, hey, listen, you have done everything. We've been together. You've been amazing. There doesn't have to be a reason. There doesn't have to be a bad guy." Arnold was previously married to Roseanne Barr, Julie Lynn Champanella, and Shelby Roos. He is known for playing Albert Gibson in True Lies and has appeared in Cradle to the Grave and Medina's Witness Protection. Anne Hathaway recently quit drinking for the sake of her toddler son. The 36-year-old actress explained on Tuesday's episode of The Ellen DeGeneres Show why she's given up alcohol until Jonathan, her 2-year-old son, with husband Adam Schulman, turns 18. Hathaway said she stopped drinking in October after attending meetings for her movie Serenity with and parenting Jonathan while hungover. She told host Ellen DeGeneres she plans to stay sober for 18 years. The star says, "I'm going to stop drinking while my son is living in my house just because I don't totally love the way I do it. He's getting to an age where he really does need me all the time in the morning." She added, "I did one school run one day where I dropped him off at school. I wasn't driving, but I was hungover. That was enough for me. I didn't love that one." Jonathan will celebrate his third birthday in April. Hathaway discussed her son in the June-July issue of Glamour, saying she's careful about how she presents herself to the toddler. The actress explained, how Johnny's going to feel about himself will have so much to do with how I feel about myself in front of him. She told the magazine, if I'm feeling insecure, I'm very careful that I don't show that. But I also work really hard to acknowledge that place, give him room for that place, and then release myself from that place. I'm more loving now, and that includes towards myself. Hathaway stars with Matthew McConaughey, Diane Lane, and Jason Clarke in Serenity, which opens in theaters Friday. The movie is directed by Eastern Promises writer Stephen Knight. Disney's upcoming Star Wars Galaxy Edge theme park will be first introduced in an upcoming comic book series by Marvel. The Star Wars Galaxy Edge series will run for 5 issues and is set to be released in April. It'll take place at the Black Spire Outpost on the planet Batuu, the new Star Wars location that the theme park depicts. New character Dunk Ondar, a collector of rare antiquities, will also be featured in the comic book series. Ethan Sachs, who wrote a story of Marvel's Star Wars Age of Republic series, is writing the project with art by Will Sinley, who illustrated the comic book adaptation of Solo, Star Wars story. Star Wars Galaxy Edge is coming to California's Disneyland this summer and Florida's Walt Disney World this fall. Sachs said in an interview with StarWars.com, our series will give fans a chance to visit Black Spire Outpost months ahead of the voyage to the Batuu in person, armed with top secret sketches and information from Walt Disney Imagineering and Lucasfilms. We're keeping this authentic to the spirit of this rich new setting. Disney released in December a video teasing the attractions coming to Star Wars Galaxy Edge, including Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run, which places fans in the cockpit of the titular spaceship, and Rise of the Resistance, which features an encounter with Kylo Ren. Sarah Jessica Parker recreated the iconic Sex and the City opening scene on behalf of a new initiative. The 53-year-old actress revived her character Carrie Bradshaw to promote Stella Artois' partnership with Matt Damon's nonprofit Water.org in an ad released Tuesday. The 15-second commercial spot shows Parker getting splashed by a passing bus as she walks the street of New York. The bus featured a banner reading, "One bottle equals 1 month of cleaning water." Parker wrote on Tuesday on Instagram, revisiting a beloved character, briefly with a twist. Because thanks to Stella Artois, when you change up the usual, you can do good. Stella Artois is partnering with Water.org on its new Port Forward campaign. The company will provide access to clean water to people in developing countries for each bottle of beer sold. Parker said in a press release, enjoying Stella Artois helps provide access to clean water for someone in need. If Carrie was made aware of this important and fantastic partnership and initiative, I'm sure she wouldn't waste a beat putting down her Cosmo and opting for a Stella. Stella Artois has helped Water.org provide more than 1.7 million people with access to clean water since its first teamed up with the nonprofit in 2015. Damon said, through our partnership with Stella Artois, we have already helped change millions of lives, and we have the opportunity to change millions more. That's why we're asking people to pour it forward. Parker played Carrie on the HBO series Sex and the City and in 2 Sex and the City movies. She reunited with former co-star Cynthia Nixon in February 2018. Following news, Kim Cattrall turned down Sex and the City 3. Ray Romano performs his first stand-up routine in 23 years in the new trailer for the upcoming Netflix comedy special, Right Here Around the Corner. The clip released Tuesday features Romano returning to his stand-up comedy roots by taking the stage at the Club, the Comedy Cellar, and the Village Underground in New York City. The special will feature the comedian touching on topics such as marriage, family, and aging. Romano jokes about complimenting his wife. If she gets a haircut, you got to notice it before she tells you. Every 3 days, I say nice haircut to my wife when she comes in. Right Here Around the Corner is set to premiere on Netflix on February 5th. Romano starred on Epix's comedy drama series Get Shorty alongside Chris O'Dowd. The network announced in December that the show had been renewed for a 3rd season. Comedian and writer Kevin Barnett, a co-writer of the Fox series Rel, died Tuesday at the age of 32, announced the network when his podcast aired. The podcast on the Last Podcast Network's website said in a post, "It is with a heavy heart we inform you of the passing of Kevin Barnett. The joy he brought to our lives is the greatest gift we have ever received. Remind your friends you love them because you never know when you'll see them again. Variety, Deadline, Inside Edition, and The Wrap also reported Barnett's death in Mexico, but said the cause has not been disclosed. 20th TV and Fox Entertainment said in a statement, "Our hearts are broken, as of those of everyone at REL, at the news of Kevin Barnett's passing. He was an incredibly funny, wildly talented man who had so much more to do and so many more stories to tell. We send our thoughts and prayers to his family and friends during this difficult time." Barnett executive produced and co-created REL with Lee Rel Howery and Josh Rabinowitz. Barnett and Rabinowitz previously served as head writers and co-stars of True TV's Friends of the People. They also were the writers and producers for NBC's The Carmichael Show, and Barnett worked on Comedy Central's Broad Street. Comedy Central tweeted Tuesday, "Kevin Barnett was an incredible comedian and writer, contributing to Broad City, the stand-up community, and beyond. He'll be greatly missed." Grammy-winning singer-songwriter Melissa Etheridge is penning a song for a stage musical based on the 1988 romantic comedy Mystic Pizza, the show's producer said Tuesday. Etheridge tweeted, "Indeed, this is true. They are writing the script now, and I'm looking forward to getting to work on it." The film starred Julia Roberts, Annabeth Gish, Lily Taylor, Vincent D'Onofrio, Matt Damon. It follows three waitresses as they work at a Connecticut pizza parlor and face different crossroads in their lives. Gordon Greenberg and Saz Goldberg are writing the script for the theatrical production, which Greenberg is also set to direct. Greenberg described Mystic Pizza in a press release as a seminal film for an entire generation of young people looking to distinguish themselves in a rapidly changing world. Greenberg added, "Adapting Amy Holden Jones' original screenplay for the stage with rock icon Melissa Etheridge, a beacon of strength and raw musical energy, and the brilliantly hilarious Saz Goldberg, is a dream collaboration on a story that is as relevant today as it was when we all first experienced it. No premiere date or potential casting has been announced yet." ABBA announced two new songs titled "I Still Have Faith in You" and "Don't Shut Me Down" will be delayed until late 2019. The representative for the group said in a statement to Variety, "No release before the summer, hopefully this fall." The new songs were first announced in April and were set to be performed during a virtual ABBA tribute special that was scheduled to air on NBC in late 2018. ABBA previously said in a statement in April, "We all four felt that after 35 years, it could be fun to join forces again and go into the recording studio. So we did. And it was like time had stood still and that we only had been away on a short holiday. An extremely joyful experience. We may have come of age, but the song is new and it feels good." ABBA member Benny Anderson recently said in an interview with a fan website, Ice the Site, that a third new song could be also released. ABBA, consisting of Anderson, Agnetha Falsborg, Born Jovelis, and Anna-Frid Lyngstad, was formed in 1972. The group broke up a decade later, having released hit songs such as Dancing Queen, Take a Chance on Me, Mamma Mia, Super Troopers, The Winner Takes It All, SOS, I Do, I Do, I Do, I Do, I Do, Waterloo, Thank You for the Music, and Honey Honey. The Dave Matthews Band has announced a new North American tour for the summer of 2019. The tour is set to kick off April 30th at the Pensacola Bay Center in Pensacola, Florida, before wrapping up on September 22nd at the See Here Now Festival in Ashbury Park, New Jersey. Dave Matthews Band will also be performing in cities such as Nashville, Dallas, Cincinnati, Toronto, Charlotte, Tampa, Phoenix, and New Orleans for the 50th Annual Jazz and Heritage Festival on May 4th. Tickets go on sale for the general public on February 22nd at 10 a.m. local time. A pre-sale for members of the DMB Warehouse Fan Association will begin on January 24th at 10 a.m. Central Time. Every ticket's purchase can be redeemed for an unreleased live recording from Dave Matthews Band's 2018 tour. Dave Matthews Band's latest album, Come Tomorrow, was released in June. The project reached #1 on the U.S. album charts. Ariana Grande's fifth studio album, Thank You Next, will be released on February 5th. The singer announced on Instagram alongside a track list of the project. Thank You Next, in addition to the title song, will feature tracks Imagine, Needy, NASA, Bloodline, Fake Smile, Bad Idea, Makeup, Ghosting, In My Head, Seven Rings, and Break Up With Your Girlfriend on Board. The track list was released on Tuesday with each song title appearing on the Black background. The new album comes after Grande's release Sweetener in August, when it reached the top of the U.S. album charts. The project contained the singles No Tears Left to Cry and God is a Woman. Grande recently released a music video for Seven Rings, which featured the pop star hosting an all-girl party inside a pink-color house. Sixto Rodriguez, known professionally as Rodriguez, has canceled his planned tour of Australia and New Zealand due to health issues. Rodriguez was set to visit the countries in February and March. Frontier Touring, the company behind the tour, released a statement on Wednesday explaining that the rock veteran is dealing with medical restrictions. The statement reads, Rodriguez is very upset at having to let anyone down and apologizes to everyone affecting for the inconvenience caused. Frontier Touring wishes Rodriguez a speedy recovery. Rodriguez is looking forward to being able to return to Australia and New Zealand when he fully recovers. All tickets purchased for the Australia and New Zealand show will be refunded. Rodriguez was also set to perform alongside Xavier Rudd, Busby Maru, and others as part of a Day on the Green festival series. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1983, the A-Team debuts on NBC. In the pilot episode of the NBC television series The A-Team, which goes on the air on this date in 1983, the go-getting newspaper reporter Amy Allen, played by Melinda Culia, seeks the help of a mysterious group of Vietnam veterans turned soldiers for hire to find her missing colleague in Mexico. An elite commando unit in Vietnam, the so-called A-Team, was wrongly imprisoned by the Army. They escaped and began working as missionaries, doing whatever needed to be done for their various clients while consistently eluding the fanatic Army officers sent to catch them. The A-Team went on to become a huge hit and made a star of the then little-known actor Mr. T. Produced by Stephen Cannell and first envisioned by Brandon Tartikoff, NBC's president, as a volatile combination between films such as The Dirty Dozens, The Magnificent Seven, and The Road Warrior, and TV programs such as Hill Street Blues, the A-Team became a bona fide phenomenon during its 5-year run. Despite his late entry to the 1982-1983 rating season, the A-Team was on its way to a number 1 ranking by season's end. It also topped a list of the most violent shows on TV, compiled by that year by the National Coalition of Television Violence. George Peppard, who memorably starred opposite Audrey Hepburn in Breakfast at Tiffany's in 1961, played the A-Team's leader, John Hannibal Smith. He called his A-Team role probably the best part I've had in my career. The show also featured Dirk Benedict as Templeton Faceman Peck and Dwight Schultz as M.M. Hallie Mad Murdoch. But its breakout star was the Mohawk Gold Bedeck Mr. T. Born Lawrence Trudeau in a tough Chicago neighborhood, Mr. T got into show business after winning a contest as the world's toughest bouncer. He was spotted by Sylvester Stallone, who cast him as a boxer in Rocky III, 1982. As the surly A-Team mechanic B.A. Badad Baracus, Mr. T uttered some of the most memorable catchphrases on the show, including "You better watch out, sucker," and "Pity the fool." Campy and outrageously violent, the A-Team was particularly popular among children and teenagers and with male audiences. Over the years, the show producers experimented with adding a woman to the mix, including Cluey as Amy Allen, Marla Heasley as Tawana Baker, and Tia Carrera as a Vietnam War orphan meant to provide a link to the soldier's past, but these stints were relatively short-lived as the team's testosterone-heavy vibe remained intact. By its 4th season, the show's popularity was waning due partly to this formulaic nature and partly to the growing trend towards family-friendly comedy that was the beginning drive by the success of The Cosby Show. In the spring of 1986, Cosby-inspired shows such as Who's the Boss and Growing Pains on ABC were beating the A-Team handedly in the ratings each week. A-Team producers tried different tricks to win audiences over, including one episode centered on the popular game show Wheel of Fortune, and various guests appeared by such prominent personalities as the pop star Boy George, the professional wrestler Hulk Hogan, and the Chicago Bears defensive lineman William Refrigerator Perry. The show hung on to a 5th season, but aired only 13 episodes, ending unceremoniously in March 1987. And that is the entertainment report for Wednesday, January 23rd, 2019. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.